Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk through and demonstrate a selected project for intensive vibe coding capstone project. And the project is Agentic SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. And it's actually a multi-agent delivery pipeline that decides whether and when agent return code ships. So this is the overview of orchestration of this project. And if we go to the code, it's actually a multi-agent system orchestrator that go through the definition of the software development step, and based on its definition, which could be a reasoning agent or it could be a deterministic one based on each responsibility, go and ship the changes which read from the backlog. And it could set up to any project. So what it needs, there is some script that has been defined in README and the setup document. But at the end, it come up with your project and the backlog, which suppose that it's already like trimmed by the stakeholder and the product manager in terms of the priority, claim risk, and assessment. And orchestrator read that one and then go through the step which has been the order has been defined in here, and then go to the releasing. And each agent or worker is using a different LLM, so it could be defined and configured as well to make sure that each LLM is not assessing and approving its own homework. So to make it easier, we use the one MCP server that all of the interaction with the like go to the PR, creating all the sort of things happening through that one, and also all of the interaction audited through that same MCP. There was like a simple monitoring and issue incident resolver as well, which could be another MCP tool on that MCP tool. So it all has been defined in the MCP server. So if you go to server, you could see the definition of the MCP tool that we were talking about. For the sake of the time, so just want to mention that the definition of the like a software development lifecycle is in here, and the actual configuration is in here. And as you see that for each one, there is something you could define based on the responsibility of each agent, and then you could customize that one for your own project, which at the moment has been added in the same project, but this could be live in some config series or in the target document. Depends on the configuration of your project. Go back where we are. So orchestrator definition, as I said, has been defined here, and then it convert to the ADK equivalent in the workflow. So there were like a workflow definition. It reads that SDLC and then convert that one to the workflow from the Google ADK here. And in terms of the each agent, so we define the LLM agent in here. Yep. And depends on each spec. Could we have like a tools, different attribute, and this spec is defined under the SDLC step. If we open that one and click on one of the spec, you see that we define the spec here. Some of them have some tools, some of them not. So if you search the tools, you see that code reviewer have some tools, coder have some tools, release manager have some tools. And how it's actually working. So in the adapter, when the invoker wants to define an LM agent, which is the Google ATK stuff, then it wrap it to the materials tools, which actually make it available locally as an MCP by making it as MCP tool. So that's how the LM agent, like a coder, could know and be able to define a one work tree, Git work tree. Or other agent could actually check which incident is open, or the other agent could resolve the incident, this sort of stuff. So go back to the demo. So if you go to the README file, you have to bring up the one monitor. You have to bring up the MCP, and this is our watcher. So it's actually, you see, it understand that this is the issue that has been imported for this project. None of them has been assessed. So if I bring up this project, so you could make it run it in one or two, whatever orchestrator that you want. So as you see, error rate is 0. Everything is okay in terms of incident. So we mimic the incident by running a one script, which is the make demo, but I'm not doing it now. I'm waiting until these ones assessed all of them, and then there were some code generating the PR, and then we open an incident and see that the incident caused the release manager to hold the PR from merging, which considered merging as a releasing the change to target environment in this space, because there were some incident open in that area, or within a X minute ago there is a one PR merged deployed to production, so we have to wait a bit more. So these sort of things that considered. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So as you see, the assessor assessed all of the issue. This is a claimed assessment, and this is the what actually assessed by that agent assessor, and the effort size, number of token that actually assessed to be used by this issue. And then we have a budget for token. We have a budget for the number of change that could be deployed in this sprint. For example, we could like afford like a 2 as a risk budget, which means like a 1 high risk if you consider high risk as a 2, or 2 medium if you consider medium risk as a 1, or whatever low risk, which if you consider low risk as a 0. So yeah, so as you see, two coder actually doing their job. Coding has been done. Then code reviewer, this one passed. It's actually deploying the pre-prod. So if I go and sneak a peek at the pull request, you will see, oops, yeah, there were some pull requests added in here. So this one is in the category area. So yeah, as you see that there were some comment, AI code review, approve that one, is all good. And then it's ready to approve. If you go back to here, you will see that, oh, actually code reviewer is doing stuff. So technically I should not approve that one yet. So let's wait that the code reviewer added their things in here. Even if I approve now, it's not considered that one. Yeah, depends on like how the release manager do their stuff. So now you see that the pre-prod CI passed. The decision dossier has been added. So now it asks me to do the approval. If you do it sooner, it's actually nothing's worried, because the release manager only or approver only do that when this is stuff doing this stuff, and it's happened all by the orchestrator. So if I comment that one, so you see this one, yep, it's an approval gate waiting for me. So now I approved. So I expect that one, this one soon start passing to the release manager.